My girlfriend's hygiene is the worst I have ever seen. She showers twice a week and only uses soap in the important spots when I offer to help. I, 24M, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, 22F, for about 2 years now. She's wonderful and I love her a lot. On our very first date though, something I noticed was that she didn't seem very concerned with cleanliness. It's essential to note that masks were still mandatory where we live, so the flu concerns were still very much a thing. We ended our date by grabbing a snack that she wanted us to bring back to her place. We got there and she immediately started taking everything out without washing her hands. Maybe I'm just a clean freak, but this surprised me a little. I brushed it off until she excitedly tried to get me to try some charcuterie jelly she had. She did this by dipping her finger directly into the jar and holding it out for me to try. At this point, I felt pretty grossed out about it and jokingly said something like, "And get a taste of all that stuff we were touching earlier?" We were out and about, using public transit and whatnot. She seemed a little embarrassed but agreed that was a little gross. Still, she didn't wash her hands. This was the first day we knew each other. To this day, I have not witnessed her wash her hands with anything more than water. Even that takes me asking multiple times. She goes about her whole day without washing her hands, even after bathroom sessions. She loves finding treasures when we're walking around, like abandoned toys, household stuff, clothes, and so on, even if they are visibly very dirty. She touches everything and anything but doesn't wash her hands. She also showers maybe twice a week, but without using soap in any of the important places. The only time she washes her hair or uses soap to clean her body is when I literally do it for her, which she says she enjoys. This wouldn't bother me so much if it weren't for a few things. She likes to cook for me, she loves to dip her fingers into jars and drink straight from bottles instead of using silverware and cups, she touches my face a lot, and to be honest, she stinks really bad. On to my main point, she is always sick. She tends to be very sensitive and gets very upset if she thinks that I'm implying that she's gross in any way. So I try to be as gentle as possible when encouraging her to wash herself. Eventually, I guess I got fed up when she was complaining about being sick again and said that maybe the reason she keeps getting colds is because her hygiene isn't very good. She got really quiet, cried a bit, and now she thinks that I think she is disgusting. She cries whenever I bring up washing hands or anything like that. She used to just laugh and brush it off, but now she seems to be really upset by it. I don't know what else to do, and I feel like a jerk. But I don't think I did anything wrong either. Edit. A lot of people are asking me about our special intimate moments and how I managed to deal with it, and typically we only go at it once I've made sure she's been thoroughly cleaned in the shower, by me of course. This is also a big factor as to why I'm getting more fed up with her hygiene, as our intimate life is very minimal. And I'm gross if I stay with her. And yeah, I feel really gross, and I don't want to feel that way. It's interesting that a lot of you suggested she may have a condition or ADHD, but as far as she and I know, she doesn't have anything like this. I've been in therapy for some time and she has been to therapy on and off since she was a kid. Weird stuff with her parents mostly, they weren't very good to her. Anyway, I gave it a lot of thought, and I've realized that my boundaries basically become non-existent in a relationship. I keep letting things slide that I really don't want to. I'm allowing myself to be uncomfortable for her sake, and I've done this in the past, but I don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, I decided I'd be very direct with her, and we either get on the same page or I'm done. So I very plainly asked her, "Why don't you want to wash yourself?" She cried and sobbed because of how gross I think she is, but I asked again. And eventually she told me that she just likes it when I do it for her. She wants to feel pampered and cared for. And it is definitely a kinky thing, she wants to be a dirty pet that I can clean up. And she thought that I was into it. That's it, no other reason. I never said that I was into it, but I guess I led her to believe otherwise by agreeing to wash her hair and body for her from time to time. Honestly, I can't believe that I put up with this for so long. She is a really great girl otherwise, but yeah, this is a deal breaker for me. I told her this, and that I didn't want to have to wash her, and she just absolutely broke down. Seems to be a deal breaker for her too, as she wants someone who will treat her like a pampered pet. So that's the end of it, we broke up. I can't believe this is how it ended up, but I guess I'm happier for it. I will never ignore bad hygiene again.